After inaccuracy cost Sydney University against Gold Coast last week, they were keen to make amends against Eastlake at Star Track Oval. It took 3 minutes for Nick Winmar to put the students on the board as they kept the Demons scoreless in the opening quarter to race to an early 28-point lead. Matt O'Dwyer extended their advantage to 36 points in the second before Aaron Bruce found Eastlake's first major of the day at the 12-minute mark. Although Sydney Uni added 6 behinds to their tally in the second quarter, they straightened up in the third, but Eastlake kept up the pace with 3 goals of their own. Ben Waite kicked the opening goal of the final quarter, and draft prospect Harry Himmelberg was having a superb debut NEAFL game, but the Demons couldn't contain star duo Tom Young and Matt Rawlinson, who spearheaded a comfortable 63-point victory. Gold Coast could sense a big opportunity to keep its finals hopes alive when they went head-to-head with local rivals Southport at Fankhauser Reserve on Saturday. Sharks debutant Robert Blood wasted no time making an impact in his first game for the club when he bagged the opening goal of the game after 90 seconds.
First goal and they're away, Southport. Good.
Scores were level midway through the first until a purple patch from the Suns broke the match open.
Nice off the boot.
They slammed on the last 6 goals of a high-scoring quarter to give themselves a commanding 33-point lead.
Corner, and it's a goal.
Rob Clements did his best to make some inroads in the second, but every time they hit the scoreboard, the Suns had the answers.
So good transition play by the Suns. Comes in, kicks long and strong over the top.
Southport reduced the margin to 25 points early in the third, but they couldn't ever recover from their first quarter deficit.
Straight through the middle.
Ruckman Zach Smith was a colossus for Gold Coast with 21 disposals and 3 goals, his last coming at the 6-minute mark of the final term as the Suns ran out winners by 30 points.
Got a good look at it on NEAFL TV. It's got the distance.
We had a focus on the start of the game. I mean, there was plenty at stake today, so we understood that Southport would come out really hard, and we thought that if we could get off to a good start, enough experience in our side, that we'd be able to hold them at bay. So that proved to be true. But I thought in the end, just our effort over 4 quarters, given that we had a few injury concerns as well, I thought it was really strong. So some good signs, but still plenty to work on for us.
NT Thunder hosted Ainslie at TAO Stadium in a rematch of last year's elimination final in the top end. The Tricolours were sitting only 2 points outside the top 6 after drawing with Eastlake last week, and they were keen to make a statement early at Thunder's home ground fortress. Luke Gemmell and Josh Bennett were proving a handful early, kicking 2 goals each in the first quarter to hand Ainslie a 10-point buffer at the first break.
Good kick and he kicks the goal. Good goal.
Bennett had 3 majors to his name early in the second, but Thunder soon responded.
With Chris Dunn. 5 last week. It's a good kick. Geez, a good kick, isn't he? You'd love him having a shot for you.
Chris Dunn broke a run of 4 consecutive behinds with a special goal from the boundary, before 17-year-old debutant Michael Hagan showed some magic to put them in front for the first time.
Beauty. Oh, he's a will-o'-the-wisp, isn't he? That's a good goal.
Hagan had 2 for the term before Nick Salter replicated Dunn's efforts at the other end to reduce the margin to 8 at half-time. Salter got Ainslie to within a point to start the third, but that would be as close as they would get. Thunder kicked 4 of the next 5 to go into the last quarter 15 points clear.
Snapshot bounty, bloody good goal.
When Cameron Eilert capped off a best on ground performance with his first goal 8 minutes into the last, the writing was on the wall for the visitors as the Territory triumphed by 31 points. Aspley travelled to Sydney to take on the red-hot GWS Giants without coach John Blair, and they proved no match for a slick Giants outfit. Josh Kelly signalled his intentions for a busy afternoon with the first goal of the match, as the Giants had the defending premier on the ropes early. They kicked the first 6 goals before Eddie Sansbury gave the Hornets some relief at the 25-minute mark.
In the hands of Eddie Sansbury, who makes no mistake.
But it did little to stem the flow as the Giants did what they pleased after the break, booting another 6 goals to none.
And what a goal by James Stewart.
Will Hoskin-Elliott provided one of the highlights of the season when he gathered the ball on the wing and put on the afterburners.
Takes a bounce. He can almost go all the way here, William Hoskin-Elliott. He takes another bounce. He's 40 out. Hoskin-Elliott. And he kicks the goal.
In a further boost for the Giants, forward Jonathan Patton made a successful return from a knee reconstruction when he came on in the third quarter and kicked a morale-boosting goal.
Spurs shot on goal. And he picks up right where he left off. And look at them get around him, Jonathan Patton.
The Hornets managed 5 goals in the third quarter, but the damage was already done. Kelly Starr with 30 disposals and Andrew Phillips dominated the ruck duties with an astonishing 82 hitouts in the 95-point thumping. The final match of the round took place at Kuruma, where Sydney was aiming to snap 2 consecutive losses when they faced last place Brisbane. The Lions were off to a good start with the first goal of the game, but the Swans continued the theme of the round with a string of goals to kick off their afternoon. They booted 6 of the next 7 to take a handy 25-point lead into the first break. Toby Nankervis extended the margin to 31 before Rising Star nominee and under-18s All-Australian Eric Hipwood found his second to keep his side in touch. The Lions got within 18 points in a low-scoring quarter, but the Swans lifted a gear in the third. Another 4 goals to 1 opened up a match-winning 38-point lead at the last change.
Yes, Rosie!
Although the Swans lost the total possession count, they were far more efficient, running out the last quarter to bounce back on the winners list with a 30-point victory. Taking a look at the ladder, and the Giants' percentage received a healthy boost, with Aspley only 4 points clear in second over NT Thunder. Sydney maintained 4th place ahead of Sydney Uni and Redland, while the Suns sit in 6th by percentage only. In round 15 action, Ainslie and Southport kick off the weekend with a 10:30am start at Allen Ray Oval, and Gold Coast hosts UWS at Metricon. NT Thunder heads to Brisbane to tackle Aspley in the match of the round, with Sydney hosting Redland for the first time, and Sydney University will take on Brisbane. Keep up to date with all the news at NEAFL.com.au and by following us on social media, and don't forget to download our official NEAFL app for all the live scores and champion data statistics.